upset with that, but they've got to be proud of their efforts. James Farrell, Danny Haynes still on top.
Once again, as you make your way back to the curtain, let's hear from the great star of the future and the young champion, Danny Haynes. We've often said he's described as the natural athlete, the Olympic athlete. He has great stamina because, and this is what we mentioned earlier on when we said, are you sure you want to do that? Having agreed to do the tag match, we're back on plan. And the plan was for James Farrell to put up the title belts that he got the two here in the next match. And we said, yeah, you sure you want to go from one title defense into another? And he said, yes. So ladies and gentlemen, he's just had a grueling match, and now he's staying in the ring to defend both of these WrestleForce belts. No break in between. He didn't want it. He wants to get on with it. So ladies and gentlemen, defending both of these belts in a second title match, the natural athlete, the fabulous James Farrell. Worth mentioning, we did say we want to break, we can reschedule, but he didn't want to know, so here we go. Let's meet the challenger.
I've been looking forward to this one all day long. Wasn't sure if the match was going to go ahead because people were asking James.
For the unified title bout from Reading, he is Tyrannosaurus Rex Armstrong. One fall, one solution, or one knockout will decide this for the unified WrestleForce Championship and belts.
Oh brother, let me tell you, he's been hitting the gym hard, been dieting hard, been really pushing himself, and now you can see Rex with that beautiful lean physique, and maybe that's why he's going to win these titles tonight potentially. James on top of his game, but looking like Rex is coming back on top of his game too.
James Farrell versus Rex Armstrong. Good luck to both men.
Lee, can you believe your eyes right now?
This is really unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, we know that Farrell is in the peak condition. We know he's got great stamina and great strength. We know he is the ultimate athlete, but
Wow, that was
put
beautiful.
both titles on the line, one match after another, straight away. I don't think I've ever seen that.
Truly incredible. I mean, we know not too long ago at Rayleigh that James had to... I can't remember if he was defending the titles or if he was trying to win the tag titles when Hakan and Tommy Lawrence potentially had it. I believe he was defending it against them. Couldn't quite pick up the... couldn't quite defend them. And then he had to then he had to try to win the titles off of Michael Oku at Rayleigh. So we've seen something similar, but he had a massive gap because the first match of Rayleigh was the tag match. James Farrell, Danny Haynes, Tommy Lawrence, and Hakan challenging for the WrestleForce tag team titles. Then later on in the main event, you had James Farrell and Michael Oku. Michael Oku is the undisputed champion.
That's right. We did give him a big gap there, as you say. There was a chance to rest, have an interval, get some liquid inside him, towel down, have a little rest. But to go straight on from one, I mean, in any occasion to go from one match to another is a Herculean feat. But to put your titles on the line, and we did say, do you want to do it this way? And he was quite happy to do it. It just shows the caliber of the man to be able to defend his title. He runs a very real risk now of losing the unified title because he's already just had a match.
Complete other ball game, that is for sure. Back-to-back matches. And I mean, I was literally just telling the WrestleForce viewers, if we look at Rex right now, he's in the best shape we've ever seen him in.
He's very underrated, it is Rex. He will talk to the crowd, bring them in, involve them. He can do the comedy matches, but when it comes down to a serious match and great thing, big things at stake like they are right now, he can bring out all that experience. And he must really fancy his chances. I mean, he was given the chance for a title match this afternoon, but then when he found out that Farrell was having a match first, he really must have thought, well, that's going to be to my advantage.
That is true. I'll be intrigued to know Rex's thoughts on this, because if he does manage to win the undisputed WrestleForce Championship tonight, as amazing as that is, are you going to feel as accomplished and proud that you beat someone that was, what is he right now, like 75%, if that?
You would have thought so, but we will see, because we know that Farel is such a disciplined athlete. I mean, that comes from his track and field athletics background. There's a lot of stamina and training involved in that, and that's why he didn't really blink an eyelid. He didn't have to consider it for a long time. He was quite happy to get back in there and have this match. To have a chat with him afterwards and see his thoughts on that.
There's not many men in the professional wrestling world that would be willing to do something like this.
The stakes are just so high, aren't they, Kieran? Because you're not just running the risk of losing a match, it's the unified titles, it's 2 belts. He's broken history just a few weeks ago by getting all 3, and now he's in the precarious position of putting them up, and he could lose them just due to fatigue. Nice high monkey
flip there. James picking up some steam.
Crutch hold and a slam. You have to get your mental faculties right on this one. Maybe James has just viewed it that he's had one match and that was the warm-up. This one he's on his own, so maybe he'll consider this to be the actual match. At least he's all warmed up from having the tag match. Of course, Rex Armstrong isn't, so maybe that will be in Pharrell's favour. I just don't know how to call this.
That's a good point you bring up there, Lee. When you sit down sometimes, you have some time to recover. The soreness kicks in, your back starts to hurt, your neck starts to hurt, you start to swell up and seize up. Maybe it was the better idea to just go straight in when you're still feeling warm.
I thought he would say to me earlier on, well, can you just pad? Can you just run through all the list of WrestleForce shows you can see, give me a chance? But I wasn't expecting him to just stay in the ring. I thought he would go and have a drink, take a breath and come back down again, but he didn't. Now, let's just check. Oh, here we go, Kieran. This could be what we were talking about earlier, about the fatigue kicking in and about a potential injury that...
James is one of a kind, but it looks like the ref was just checking on him. I'm not sure if James is good. He may have tweaked a knee on the floor.
Yes, he has suffered with a knee injury in recent months. Let's just hope that's not coming. You can see it's heavily strapped up. It's that left knee, and he is limping a little bit.
He is limping. Rex has gone straight to it, which is smart, really.
And this only shows the caliber of the man as well, doesn't it, Kieran? The fact that he knows that knee-wise he's not 100%, and then he puts both titles on the line to do that when he knows that that injury could come back to bite him at any moment, and it looks like it is. Toe and ankle to Rex Armstrong, but
I have a feeling from this very moment it's going to be a very uncomfortable match to watch. Seeing a man barely being able to stand is always hard to keep your eyes on.
Yes, he was carrying that injury, just awkward landing. Doesn't need to be anything spectacular, just the landing. Even that landing won't help. Just got to keep off that knee as much as he possibly can and not let Armstrong do that. Totally legal, of course. That's absolutely what you've got to do. But he's got to keep that leg away from Armstrong now. He's near enough to grab that rope if he wants to. He wants to try and wrestle his way out of it. Such is the professionalism of James Farrell, but he's going to have to go for the rope. He's right by it. Oh! Armstrong snatches that wrist back out of the way. No time to pose, Armstrong. You've got to get on with it.
You've got to respect the flex. Oh.
There is the rope break order. And if Armstrong can get that 3-in-1, that Indian leg lock, the death lock, that will be the end for Farel.
Imagine how awesome it would be for Rex though to pick up the victory tonight.
What's going through Rex's mind right now? Farrell's got all guns blazing though. He's throwing everything he can at him. Just got to keep that leg away. We've seen on WrestleForce TV how that leg has caused him trouble a few times.
I don't know if you just noticed, Lee, but as Rex took James down, James was slapping his leg, trying to get a bit more life into it, get the blood flow in there.
I think we can almost say, Kieran, although we admire what James has done, maybe having 2 matches was not a good idea.
I mean, look, having 2 matches back-to-back, having 1 match at the best of times is not a very good idea.
Carrying that injury, figure 4 leg lock and reverse. And that is absolutely excruciating for Farrell. He's absolutely trapped in a sort of cobra twist of legs there.
I've not really seen this technical side to Rex before. I'm absolutely loving what I'm seeing tonight.
Yeah, Rex, we can see before he sometimes plays to the crowd, doesn't, depending on what mood he's in, doesn't always go by the rules, but he's having a cracking match. You're right, Kieran. It's a delight to see. That's the Farrell we know. Yeah, I think he needs the crowd's help now, doesn't he, Kieran?
Oh, he manages to lift him.
Farrell firing on all 4 cylinders. He needs the Harlow crowd to get behind him.
So he's going to go back up. I say up top, but he's just going to jump up top.
Oh, that's the worst possible outcome.
Got to imagine that's going to tweak your leg. Although we don't really know what the injury is. We don't know if it's hamstring related or the front of the knee potentially.
A lot of people may not like the fact that Rex Armstrong is going for that knee, but that's what you've got to do. And of course, Armstrong knows there's not just a match at stake, there's a title at stake too.
I'm really enjoying this new side of Rex we're seeing tonight. Not letting James have anything. Grabbing both ankles, grabbing both feet. I'm sure he wants the injured leg, but he's very happy to grab whatever he can at the minute.
And you wonder if what's going through Rex's mind is that if I can injure the other leg as well, that will be a total advantage. If he could, I mean, Farrell wouldn't be even able to stand, so maybe that's what he's going to try and do. He's got 1 leg to his advantage, maybe he's going for the other. Well, that's not legal, but Martin Raymondson will sort that out. And that rope straight across the throat.
When the moustache starts talking, you know Rex means business.
Absolutely.
You can really start to see the effects of the 2 matches there. Look at James, he looks lifeless.
This is where Rex will come into his own. Nice. Holding him there for an absolute age.
James saying, not today, brother. Hits him with a suplex of his own.
Is he going up top? Is he going up top, Kieran?
He's trying to hype himself up to get some momentum going. Notice how he's hopping around on 1 foot.
Yeah, maybe he'd be advised not to do too much aerial stuff because it's a long way down. You've got to get your landing right. Oh, he's caught him on his back there as well. Yes, it's definitely the knee. I don't think it is the ankle, Kieran. It's the knee. Armstrong kicks out. Rex has got to take advantage now.
Putting down the knee pads.
Well, the referee's going to have to watch this one very closely.
Well, the question is he going to be able to hit this Olympic slam if he gets the opportunity to do so? A spear from Rex. This is it. We're seeing a new champion. I'm sure Danny Haynes is backstage watching this thoroughly.
Yeah, Danny is peeking through the curtains, watching his mentor and the tag partner. And Rex, could he become the champion? He's never had a shot like this before. He's had a couple of chances. Ooh. You have to wonder whether, yes, we will be seeing a new champion in Rex Armstrong. It'll be the first time he's had a title if he gets it.
One of the WrestleForce fans right next to me, Lee, just said that was a free. That's as close as it gets. Shoulder just up. Calling for a stampede, I hear. One of Rex's signature moves. Can he pull it off? James does not look well right now.
Seen James do his Olympic slam a few times. Is he in any condition to do an Olympic slam? That connected well, but he's going to be able to follow through. How weakened is Armstrong? 1, 2. Well, we're getting to the stage where there are 2 tired bodies in this ring now.
How much more does James have in the tank? That is the question.
It would be a real pity for Farel if Rex Armstrong was to win this, and therefore he would regret agreeing to do the 2 matches. Building on to the Olympic.
He's got the rear naked choke in. He's potentially going to tap the champion out. You know, I fear that James's body is going to give in before his heart does tonight.
Farel will throw everything he possibly can. If his legs don't work, then he'll use his hands. If his hands don't work, he'll try and use his head. But he is struggling.
Go for that sunset flip. Ooh,
Sunset flip with a takedown now.
Didn't quite get it. His hands must have slipped off. You know, they're both very sweaty right now in there, especially James being in there for 2 matches. The submission hold is on. We might see a tap out.
Yeah, this looks like it. You could be right, Kieran. We could have a new champion. Farel just won't give. If he can inch his way to the ropes, that's his only chance.
He's
now.
moving to the feet. He's moving to the feet. I was just about to say, James, you should be thankful that the submission was not on the feet. The injured area is getting targeted now.
And the screams of Farel echoing round the Parrington Hall here in Harlow. Look at the face. You get a nice close-up on our WrestleForce TV camera here.
Manages to roll out. Rex losing balance, going straight into the corner. Still
I was going to say he's going to buckle when he can't even lift him now. Any strength move to lift your opponent, the knee is going to buckle.
Man, I just cannot, I cannot admire this raw aggression coming out of Rex tonight, though.
He's going to have to do the rest of this match practically on the canvas, or at least if he does stand, just blow to blow. There's no way that Farel can lift Rex Armstrong now. And Armstrong has the advantage of the choke hold.
James fighting back up. He's got more in the tank. Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious. Am I seriously seeing this? James Farrell just picked up the victory again. Rex can't believe it. I can't believe it. I bet the ref can't even believe it. Lee definitely can't believe it. The fans are in shock. I bet. Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, what we have just witnessed is a supreme vision of stamina, skill, and never giving up. Despite a leg injury, despite 2 matches, but this is why he is the champion. This is why he's the unified champion. The winner, James Farrell. Rex Armstrong.
unbelievable contest. One of the many great contest matches in WrestleForce history. And it's lovely to see the sportsmanship at the end of the day. I hope to see Rex on WrestleForce a lot more. I hope that me and Rex get in the ring sometime.
Ladies and gentlemen, then your winner and the champion once again, James Farrell.
James Farrell. What a fantastic run of late he's been having. Going to go down as one of the best WrestleForce members ever.
Rex Armstrong said to me, that's what a champion looks like. Ladies and gentlemen, what an evening, what an athlete, what a wrestler. He defended his tag team title and despite carrying an injury went straight on to defend the unified belts. That really is what a champion looks like. One more time, the ultimate athlete, James Farrell.
Please subscribe and like and click that bell button and watch all the WrestleForce TV you can possibly watch. Thank you for watching. See you for the next one.